advantage. But in butterfly choreo, I think they. I wasn't recording the screen. Oh my god. I'm going to Kermit. Ah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hello. Um, my name's Grace, and I realized halfway through reacting to Luna Butterfly that my screen wasn't recording. So now I'm going to move from the dance practice video that I was reacting to the comeback stage version. So it'll be a new reaction. But what I was saying, basically, in the footage that is not really going to be included, I'll include maybe some clips of me freaking out, realizing that I'm not recording. That basically, I'm not new to K-pop. I've been around for like a year and a half now. I'm like a casual K-pop stan. I never got super invested in it. It's not the only thing I listen to. I listen to a lot of music, and it's not the only thing I'm interested in, like hobby-wise. I never got to the point where K-pop was my sole purpose, if you know what I mean. And I don't think I will get to that point. It's just something I'm genuinely interested in, along with many other things in my life. But I've been around for a little bit, so I know some things about K-pop, and I know about LOONA, and I know about Butterfly, and Butterfly is definitely like not my taste in music. So when it came out, I didn't really want to listen to it because I heard the teasers and I didn't really like it, and I heard the song and I didn't really like it, so I never really put the effort into watching it. But I have seen some snippets of the choreo, and from what I've seen, it's pretty dope. It's really beautiful. And obviously, I just watched some of the dance practice, and I think it's really beautiful. But I'll talk about that all when I watch the comeback stage. And let's make sure I hit record this time. Yeet. Yeet. And yeet. And I've counted their members. They have 11 members. And I've seen these stage outfits before, and I really don't like these stage outfits. I will be honest. This isn't how they started the dance in the other video. Oh, okay, I understand what's happening right now. The only person I know from LOONA is Chu, because I've seen her. Okay, this is where it started. I will definitely say this choreography is very unique. And I was saying this in the deleted footage. It's like LOONA, I've seen other clips of them dancing. It's like they mix a more girly style of dancing, like a more girl group style of dancing with a boy group style of dancing. It's really interesting, the style that they choose to dance in. It's really cool. And I also explained this in the deleted footage, but I have maybe complained a little bit in my other videos about choreographers hiding members behind each other in choreography. And I want to explain that that's very different than revealing a member. So hiding a member, when I say that, it's like the choreographer has chosen to put a member behind someone else and just have them do the same exact choreography, and then you end up just not being able to see the member behind the person who's in front, and it just serves like no creative purpose and no purpose in the choreography, and you just end up not being able to see a member, which is pointless. But when you reveal a member, you take a person, put them in front, and LOONA just did it. They have them like pop down like a trap door, and then there's someone else behind them, and it lends to the choreography creatively. It's part of the choreography instead of just being like, oh, I don't know where to put you, smack you behind someone else. So there's a difference, and I think that revealing a member is a really cool thing that can be done, and LOONA does it so effectively. It's really beautiful. I love this. I love that move where they all wing out. And I explained that in my reaction that I'm not using. We call that a ripple in dance, and I see a lot of people who don't dance kind of like freak out about that move, calling it like synchronization and blah, blah, blah. And I think a misconception non-dancers have is that dancers like dance to the words of the music, but that's mostly not the case. Most dancers dance to the counts of the music. So like if you're a music person, if you're a dance person, if you're another type of person that uses music, you know there are counts. And dancers typically work within the music a lot. It's the driving force of most dance. So, you know, I've met dancers who choose not to count, and most of the time they're really not that successful when they dance without counting, and they get yelled at by the choreographer because they don't go at the right time. But, you know, dancers who do count, and, you know, LOONA here, they each get a individual count to go on during a ripple, and that's the case for most dances in general. So learning a ripple like that is a lot easier than I think most people think, because the choreographer comes to you and says, just for example, you go on 1, you go on 2, you go on 3, you know, through 8 or through 16, through 4, through 6, through whatever, you know, time they're choosing to dance in. So they're not actually relying on each other that much. They're counting. So it's not as much of a synchronization thing as it is a counting thing. Counting is still a big skill, because some people don't have that natural ability to count music. To some people it comes naturally, to others they have to learn it. So it's still a difficult skill, but it's not necessarily a synchronization skill. And I do like this dance break. It's that sort of blend of styles I talked about. They look really graceful while doing it, but it's not a typical graceful girl group dance. And I really like the way they use their the number of members they have to their advantage by having really cool formations. I said this, they kind of use the stage as a canvas, and they use their bodies to paint pictures almost. It's like every time they get into a new formation, it's like it's a perfect photo. Very creative and really cool. And I think it's cool that they're using the same dance break over, and that's, yes, ladies. Their hand and arm gestures are so beautiful. Even though I really don't like these outfits, they do look like wings. Like, I really like that reveal of a member. That was really cool. It was seamless. All right, Luna, I see you. All right. So, um, I think that dance was actually like really beautiful. It was really well choreographed. Like I said, I really like the way how it kind of blends styles. Um, Again, I don't really like the song. It's just my taste, and so I never really looked into the translation. I never really looked into the meaning of the song. I've seen clips of the music video, and from what I understand, it's a beautiful message in the music video. I don't know if if it's the same message in the actual lyrics of the song, but the choreography is really unique. I've never seen something like that from a girl group, and they definitely use the number of members they have to their advantage. And you can tell they're all really skilled dancers with the intricacies in their arms and their hands, definitely. I remember one girl walked up, she just, oh, it was after like the thing they did, kind of like the grind to the floor. I don't really know what else to call it. They had their leg up, they were in like a plank position, and they lowered themselves to the floor. She got up and she kind of did like a really beautiful, just like a subtle hand gesture, and it was really beautiful. So, yeah, I actually really liked that. Yeah. All right. So, thank you guys so much for that recommendation. You guys are always hitting me with the stuff that like is really really good. Like you recommend things that you guys think I would like, and I really appreciate that. Um and yeah, so keep the recommendations coming cuz I'm enjoying all the new content that you are feeding me. So, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.